You had talked about the different aspects to fitness as far as like flexibility, strength, conditioning, and you know, basically the question was if they're not very flexible, what is the hope for them to get flexible? And then the follow-up was you had mentioned sarcopenia, and if you could talk about what that is.
I think, and I experienced this personally some years ago, I was experiencing a limited range of movement when I would bend over to pick something up off the ground. And the thought went through my mind on more than one occasion. And I think that I even began to believe, like, oh, this is just normal. This is what life is supposed to be like. And I don't remember what snapped me out of it, but that was a place where I was some years ago. And now, my goal is to be a supple leopard, to quote Kelly Starrett. So, and that's why I put flexibility first in the spectrum of fitness. So flexibility, strength, conditioning, because without the flexibility, then it's going to be hard to do the other things. And I think that flexibility is the easiest place for people to start, and at any kind of fitness level, right? So I'm sending my parents little videos. There's a guy who has a practice that's called like Elder Gym, I think is the name of it. And so I'm on his email list. So he sends me these little emails about how to be more flexible as an older person. And so I'm sending those to my parents. So, the issue with sarcopenia is kind of like the house is on fire, right? If you've hit 35 and you're not strength training, then you are muscle wasting. And I didn't mention this in the nutrition part, but there's also a component of consuming enough protein to maintain body muscle. So if you're not maintaining that muscle, then it's a double whammy, because that muscle is part of the basis of your metabolism. And so that is what helps you burn calories at rest. But also that muscle is what is it has its anti-aging component. So it's keeping you young and keeping you strong. One of the greatest perils, right, of older people is falling and breaking a hip. And so maintaining that flexibility and maintaining that strength is especially important. I mean, look, I live in Alaska. I live in a place where like it's really slippery as heck in the winter. And I can't even imagine what it's like for older people who live here, because I mean, I've fallen plenty of times like flat on my back on glare ice. So there's a real benefit to having that flexibility and having that resilience. And I think we've all seen way too many times either parents, loved ones, family, friends who get up in years, they have a fall that breaks a hip, and then it's a rapid decline after that. So I would say that maintaining that flexibility and that body muscle is just essential.